So here's the real truth. Most churches do not have advertising and marketing budgets. They rely on a small group of people, some with very limited budgets, to help get the message of Christ online. So in today's video, I'm going to make the case as to why I think that social media is the very best option and platform for small churches to stand out online. I'd love to have you join me in the conversation, so stay tuned. Hey everyone, this is your girl Coach Cheryl, and welcome back to my channel. On this channel, I create content to help make social media, live streaming, and online ministry super simple for small churches, ministries, Christian entrepreneurs. If that sounds like content that resonates with you, I want you to go ahead, hit that subscribe button, click the notification bell, and join the family. So let's jump into this topic. Social media is a crowded and very busy space. Let's take a look at some of the numbers. Over 2.89 billion daily users on Facebook, over 1 billion users on TikTok, over 1.38 billion people on Instagram, and over 2.29 billion people on YouTube. That's a lot of people. Those kinds of numbers are hard to ignore. It's almost as if God has placed the world at our doorstep or at the doorstep of anyone with an internet connection. So what is the church going to do with that? Are we going to ignore it, or are we going to lean into it and use this platform to reach people with the glorious gospel of Christ that we have, the good news that we have? Let's not ignore it. Let's learn how to engage with it in ways that are positive and that are helpful. Every church now has the opportunity to reach the world for Christ, even small churches. But what's the best way to do that in a crowded sea that's vying for everyone's attention? There's one simple way, and I believe that is to answer questions that people are already asking. So you may be asking, sure, what do you mean answer the questions that people are already asking? Well, I've done some research on the most search phrases on search engines that people are asking. And if your church would just pull some of those most or frequently asked questions and just begin to answer those questions with a biblical perspective, when people come to Google to search these questions, your church is going to come up in the results. So let's dive in some of the questions that most people are asking and how you can answer those questions and be a blessing to the people that are asking. So let's jump into my top 5 favorites. Number 1 is how to study the Bible. Has your church done a video on just some good basic foundational principles on how to study the Bible? That is going to be a good place to start. Giving people the foundations of just reading the scriptures, studying the scriptures, how to pull out the meanings of scriptures, especially scriptures that are powerful and impactful right now in this day and age, like scriptures that help people deal with fear, scriptures that help people deal with anxiety, scriptures that help people deal with depression, scriptures that help people deal with grief. Teach them how to study the Bible in a simplified way. Number 2 is how to forgive. We are in a very turbulent time where there's so much division in our country and in our world, whether it's economic division, whether it is political division, whether it is racial division. There's so much going on, so much infighting, so much dissension. Teaching people just the basic precepts of what forgiveness is, how to forgive, the benefits of forgiveness would be a great topic for your church to broach. So how to forgive, one of the other most searched phrases that your church should talk about. Number 3, how to find peace in turbulent times. And these are turbulent times. How do you center yourself? Who is the hope that we lean and trust on during times like this? So if you could offer ways for people to find peace, to find rest, to find solace, even in the midst of chaos, that would be a great topic to broach, because that's something that people are searching. That means that there's something that their heart is aching, wanting to know answers to. So teach them, show them, share with them even your testimonies of how you find peace in turbulent times. That is going to be a blessing to those that need peace in this day and age. So, how to find peace. So, let's pause for just a moment for a question. Is your church using social media as an outreach option or an outreach outlet? Let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear from you. So, let's jump back into option number 4, and that is how to build and follow a daily devotional plan. How do I make my faith central in my everyday life? So it's not just a Sunday to Sunday relationship that I have with God, but how do I seek God every day for myself? That is a great topic to broach, so that if, God forbid, there should be another pandemic, another tragedy that happens, another disaster, I know how to reach God. I don't have to just depend on my pastor or a church leader. I know how to have a daily devotional life with Christ that I can depend on every single day. So, broaching that topic on your social media platform, how do I develop a daily devotional plan that I can stick to? That's maybe 5 minutes a day, things that I can do as I grow in my walk with Christ. That's number 4. And rounding out in number 5 is how to discover my life's purpose according to the Word of God, according to the Bible. People want to know why they are here on the earth, why God placed them here, what is their purpose in life, what they're supposed to be doing. So when your church talks about that subject, that is one of the most searched subjects on the internet, your church is going to come up in those results as well. And not just that your church comes up, but that you can help people with pivotal answers to problems and questions that they have every day that often the church does not address in a way that they can receive, study, and make practical in their everyday life. So how to find purpose according to the scriptures is another thing that your church should be talking about on social media. Well, that wraps it up. I hope that you have enjoyed those 5 tips of things that you can talk about to help you stand out on this free platform, on these free resources that God has given us. Over 7 billion people that we now have access to help, to minister, to give hope, to give peace to. Tell me which one of these things that your church may be thinking about. Let me know in the comments if any of those resonated with you. And also, if you need additional tools to help your church stand out, I have a free resource, which is the 5 unbeatable social media post ideas to help you stand out online as well. You can look in the description box. There's a link to get that free resource. So be sure to check that one out as well. Thanks again for watching. I always enjoy having you here. And if you've gotten this far and you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. I'm going to ask you to do that now. Also, be sure to click the notification bell so that you know when I drop a new video. Also, at the end of this video, YouTube is going to give you a great idea of the next best video to watch. I would follow their suggestions because I know they're going to give you something good. Again, thanks so much for joining, and I will see you in the next video.